photographers. While I was taking a break from my YouTube channel, lots of emails from manufacturers with products to review. Although I declined most of them, did end up with a few lenses. And this is the Viltrox full-frame 35mm prime f1.8 for E-mount. Pairs up nicely with the 24mm prime f1.8 I reviewed earlier in 2022. So Viltrox asked if I'd like to review this lens, sent it over for me to keep, but they haven't paid me or reviewed this video before posting. The new studio is still a work in progress, hopefully done soon. Anyway, let's look at the photos. 35mm is what most photographers consider the standard view. The angle of view is 63 degrees diagonally, and with an f1.8 aperture, very useful for urban night shots. It's available in E-mount for Sony cameras and Z-mount for Nikon. These images from the A7 IV. Now, on a crop sensor APS-C model camera, it would be more like 50mm. No surprises here. High-quality images, good color, nice contrast, sharp details. Now, the simple but refined appearance follows the recent trend of putting aperture rings on the lens. And in design, size, and weight, it pairs nicely with Sony's full-frame A7 models. It's well balanced. The metal construction is about 9 centimeters in length, and at 340 grams, there's a solid feel. Filter diameter is 55 millimeters, same as the 24mm f1.8. A hood, protective bag, snap-on front, and turn-on back caps are included. Now, the aperture ring turns smoothly, without detents, from f1.8 to f16. Now, being slightly nitpicky, I wouldn't mind a switch that selected stepped or smooth, but there's a workaround. Now, push past f16 to A, which... No, hold on. It's complicated. If you're in manual or aperture priority, the ring sets the f-stop. But the ring setting has no effect in program or shutter priority. Well, that makes sense. Then, in manual and aperture priority, when the ring is at A, the aperture is not set automatically. In those modes, the detented front dial sets the aperture. So if you want a clicked aperture, use A or M, set the ring to A and use the front dial. There are no switches or controls on the lens, but just inside the mounting ring, a USB-C connector, which the manual calls an upgrade port. So when connected, the lens appears as a drive with a text file, reporting the current version of hardware and software 1.0.4. Viltrox emailed me the 1.0.5 update. Now just drop it onto the lens's drive icon and the update is done. The lens supports both manual and autofocus. That's selected in camera. Manual focus with the large front ring. Turns smoothly and stays put. I find the ridge is smaller and shallower than most, so a little slippy in my fingers. And all the focus action is internal. Always a nice touch. Now, to autofocus, and we're going from infinity to the closest focus distance, is fast and accurate, with face and eye detect enabled and supported. Now that's true even if Anne is near the edge of the image. The closest focus distance is about 40 centimeters, magnification 0.1. That enables a diagonal of about 41 centimeters. That's not as close as you'd like, but that provides a pleasantly defocused foreground frame. And you'd expect f1.8 to deliver a nicely defocused background. It does. Bokeh is free of odd effects, so doesn't distract from your subject. And at f16, there's a nice solar spectral pattern. Trees without leaves reveal nature's random exuberance and reinforces that nature abhors a vacuum. These scenes will be even more dramatic and monochromatic once the snow falls. Let's have a closer look at some of that detail at 100%, mapping each image pixel from these 33 megapixel photos to 1 pixel in this 4K video. Lots of clear detail at the center, as well as in the corners. Lines are well defined and show no evidence of color fringing or chromatic aberration. Not unexpected, but still nice to see in a relatively affordable piece of kit. Now a quick tease. During my sabbatical, 7 artisans sent me this 4mm lens. Stay tuned. Well, as I said, I get to keep the lens, but Viltrox did not pay me, tell me what to say, or review the contents of this video before posting. Thanks to those of you who are members of this channel, I don't have to read you any ads, and I've disabled YouTube's ad interruptions in the middle of my videos. There's a join button below, but subscribing remains free. All of my videos are available to everyone, and I reply to all civil comments and relevant questions. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.